YouTubers. It's almost 6 o'clock and I'm going fishing. I'm going to go out and kayak today. I'm going to go and have a little go on the stretch of the Chelmer. I haven't fished before. And thanks to David and Niall over at Small Fry Productions, because I watched their video this week. And it kind of reminded me, I haven't been down there yet, I should give that a go. So cheers lads, I'm going to give it a go. So give them boys a shout out for inspiring me to get off my butt, get out and do a bit. Anyway, let's get the car loaded up and get down there, I suppose. Here's a little tip for you chaps. When you're putting your straps on anything on your roof, put a few twists in. And that helps to stop the old vibrational humming as you're driving along. So yeah, anywhere where there's a straight line on your straps, a couple of twists, that will stop you getting any noise when you're driving. Just listen for a minute. That's mad. All these pigeons in the trees going, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. Right. Bit of a change in the weather this morning. It's a bit chilly. I've got shorts and a t-shirt on. Didn't bring anything else out. Anyway, I'm out. I may have mentioned them earlier, but a big shout out to Dave and Niall over at Small Fry Productions, because it was watching their video earlier this week that's brought me out to where I am today, because I fancy me one of them big fat perch. So going to give it a go. Not fished this stretch before. It's been a long time since I've been down this end anywhere. I mean, I used to come down, well, I'll tell you a little story. I once bought my wife, or then probably not my wife then actually, when she was my girlfriend, when I first started driving, which was about 30 odd years ago, I took them out on a pub crawl. And so we got in the car because, you know, new driver, wanted to get out, have a bit of a drive around. So it's me, my then girlfriend, who's now the missus, and her mum and dad. And I was trying to find this place because I've been here before. My dad had brought me up here. I knew it was really nice, and this was the one. And couldn't find it. We drove around for about 3 hours. I think we ended up in Chelmsford town centre. I went the wrong way down a one-way street. Police car coming up behind me because we've stopped outside of a pub where it's kicking off, and there's a right big punch up going on. I've got policemen tapping on my door asking me why I've just driven down the one-way street the wrong way. And all I could tell him was I was lost, but I got away with it. He didn't nick me, so he just told me to get out. But yeah, it was the only pub crawl that I've ever been on where no one actually got a drink, so it's quite funny. Anyway, I'm going to get on. I'm going to get in the water, so I'm going to have a little walk and we'll see what we can do today. It's got a built-in live well, So first job of the day is try and catch some live ones. First customer. So many things I've forgotten to bring today. First one was I didn't get my Polaroids out of the car. Not that that matters much because it's quite clear here anyway. But didn't bring a towel either. All these giant fish I'm going to catch and I'm going to have slimy hands. You know, there's so much hatred and anger in this world. And it's so nice to get out to somewhere like this and just see the other side of all of that, because every single person I've seen this morning has had a nice hello and a smile. Everybody saying thank you to each other, and it's just a huge difference. This one I just caught didn't even have any bread on it. See, they love me. That's a nice one. I'm not going to use that as a live bait though. He's too big for that, so I'm going to let that one go. Right, as much fun as it is catching them little liveys, because it is good fun, I think I've got plenty in my live well now, which should keep me going for a little while. That's one of the nice things about this kayak, is it has got a built-in live well, so you can either stopper it to hold the water out and obviously store stuff in it, or if I'm on like a day like today, I can put a stopper that's ventilated that allows the water to come up through. You've got a constant flow of fresh water in and out of that live well for the fish. Keeps them in good condition, and they're very close to hand. So you'll have to excuse the gratuitous thigh shot as I show you this, but yeah. So there's absolutely loads of these little ones up here, so I'm not going to go put too many in there. I'll just let them keep an eye on them, make sure they're not getting distressed in any way, and if they start to look like they're getting a bit flaky, I'll let them go and try and get some fresh ones, but generally they're alright. Right, so this is what I'm using as my perch rod. Everything's tethered on this kayak, by the way, so as I say, leash it or lose it. So got me Daiwa PM 1600H reel, one of my favourites. I've got two of them, I had them for absolutely years. This rod is a Rovex Integra Gold kayak rod, 4 foot 3 inches long. I've got a handmade float, not by me, I bought these on eBay. Just a single cup shot on there, down to a nice big hook onto which to put my live bait. So let's get cracking, as they say. Catch up with you guys soon. So I bought this this cheapy fish finder, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything on there because it's a bit dark screen even without the sun on it, but yeah, it's all right. I mean, I've mounted the sensor underneath the kayak inside there's an actual recess for these sorts of things. I sort of bodged the bracket yesterday out of plastic pipe, and if nothing else, it's giving me the depths under the boat, even if it's not showing me any fish. So it's yeah, don't know if it's really what you want for this kind of fishing, but yeah, can't really moan, can you? Look, it's like 30 odd quid, cheap as chips. So every now and again that little livey, he wakes up a little bit and he starts dancing about all over the place. It's going all quiet again. So I wonder if they're coming in and having a look, but they're just not really in a feeding mood at the moment. So another one trying to take this bait, but I think they're too big. There's a smaller perch. He had a go. Means the bigger baits will work with the bigger fish, doesn't it? Right, I'm on plan B now because I've seen perch trying to take these live baits, but they basically can't get them in their mouths. So I think my live baits might be a bit too big for some of them. So I'm going to try and get a smaller selection of liveys, just to at least get a perch. Otherwise I'll just sit here and catch liveys all day. I'm quite enjoying that, but yeah, frustrating. Actually watch the perch try and take the fish and it can't fit in his mouth, so he spits it. So back on the livey trail. A tiny little bit of bread, look. I've only got 16 hook on. I think that's too big for these little minnows. But I'm having trouble getting a bait on that. I've only got better bread. So, see, look. Oops, come back. So I think it's too big. It's right if you're after the jack pike and that, that's not what I want. Just gotta keep plodding on. Back. Got a bite on. Finally, it might be too big. It's probably the upper end of what I want though. Alright, well let's there you go. Is that working? It's well, 4 sips on that one, I reckon. It's not quite big enough for a disgorger. Right, let's just pop that in the old live well then. Fish slime. It's getting on my nerves, man. Right, let's get that out again, see if I can get another one. It's still a bit big for what I want though. There's another one for the live well. I think he's again just bordering on being too big, but it's must be in a spot where there's just a lot more smaller ones now. Because if anybody can find a small fish, it's me. Right, so I've sourced a few more liveys because I think the other ones are too big. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to move downstream, get amongst the boats, and see if I can get into the perch. Kind of under this jetty, so we look in the shallows. What I saw a crayfish, I was kind of a bit panicked for a minute, but it wasn't. I just don't want crayfish in this river. I've seen what they do. See, it looks a little bit better. Should be able to get bait in there easy. Hopefully we get a perch out now. Shall wait and see, eh? Fortunately, it's got a little bit overcast again as well now. The sun's not so bright, so I'm hoping that's going to help a little bit. But I don't know. Got a much smaller bait on there. We'll see what that produces. Sun's out again. I've hook on side saddle. Allows me to get down the side of this boat much better if I do it this way. Not sure if you got the shot there, but makes for more comfortable casting. So even with a really tiny live bait on, it's just not happening. I'll be really disappointed if I don't catch a perch. Should I take a pike now? We'll have to wait and see. All that time, hooked up with one. I'd rather had a take, didn't hook it up. It's just getting really frustrating now. Right. That was the smaller one. No, it's the smallest one. These are slightly bigger again, but got no choice. I think I'm going to give it a little bit longer, and I'm going to sack this and go. I'm not getting anything. Getting fed up with it. Well, I'm done. Over 5 hours, 3 takes from perch, none of them hooked up. Caught loads of liveys, so it wasn't a wasted day. But I figure I might as well try and end the day on a high note. So cheers everybody. I'll catch you all another time.